Oh, dick. Like we got trespassers. Freaking thieving trespassers, too. I'll have it. Oh, tampons. Want one? Fucking Irish Springs. Oh, Seabney. Nice. Check that out, an old Seabney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Irish Spring, you like that?
Is this important?
Oh, their headlight f***ing son of a bitches. You want a cookie?
No.
You want a cookie, buddy?
No.
You want a cookie? Oh, there's some brand new f***ing mitts, too.
Yeah.
Oh, candy. Want candy?
Piece of candy?
These hats, we'll keep those.
Yeah.
Fucking grocery bags might come in handy.
Yeah.
Old carbonator. Piece of chain.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh, fucking piss jug. Wallet on me, so I don't have my license. Awesome.
How are you today, sir?
Oh,
check on your truck, okay?
No
check out your
worries.
load, check load security.
No worries. I forgot my wallet at home, so I don't have my license on me.
Where are you bringing the load to?
Just Force or whatever.
Sorry?
Force iron.
Okay.
Just on by format.
Are these your vehicles, really, or?
Oh yeah, they're just, you know, parts vehicles that I had in my yard. I'm just cleaning up the yard.
And you're Chris?
Yes, sir.
And what's your date of birth, Chris? And you own the truck, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the registered gross for this truck is $4,500?
Yep.
What's your total gross weight? Did you weigh it at all or not?
Well, you're allowed like 6,500 kilograms or something.
Nope, 4,500 before you end the game, right? 4,500 kilograms if you're in the game.
And then
So anything in the game, I mean, you need your CVOR, you need your pre-trips and all that, okay? If your registered gross or your actual gross weight or gross vehicle weight rating is over 4,500, you're required to have the CVOR, you're required to have a pre-trip inspection, and if you're going outside the area, you're gonna have a logbook, okay?
Yeah, like I've been pulled over, you know, several times, and I've, you know, never been.
Who's pulled you over though?
Oh,
MTO?
Police. I don't know.
Okay.
OPP.
Are they doing a commercial truck inspection, or is that for other reasons?
Oh, I don't know. They just told me 6,500 pounds behind you until
One thing,
you need
we
a
don't
yellow
work in
sticker.
pounds, we work in kilograms. So 6,500.
6,500 kilograms,
Right,
yeah.
but that's going for pickup trucks without being commercial use, okay?
Yeah, not commercial use.
I know, but when you got a trailer on it, you're out of the game. Then you have to revert back to the 4,500. Okay, we revert back to 4,500 registered gross. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's exemptions only if the vehicle is being used for personal use, which this is not personal use.
Yep, no, it's personal use.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You got a trailer loaded with stuff that you're pulling away. That is deemed to be commercial use right there,
Right.
according to the regulations. Okay? Do you have proper braking system on that trailer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Everything works fine?
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
can
it a
show you
try.
if you want.
You got the actuator there? Put off the brake there, is it?
Yeah.
All right, stop. Try it again. A little bit of acceleration. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay. Just let me check up on some things. You live in Inwood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay, I'll be right with you.
No worries. Get a different story every time you get pulled over. Makes it really convenient. Yeah, the last time I got it was before they changed it, right? And then they changed it
Before
to
they
personal
changed.
this and that. Like
Yeah,
Doug
yeah,
Ford,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know, all,
Right.
the ins and outs of it, but
Yeah.
as far as I knew, I was allowed to tow 6,500 kilograms.
No, it has nothing to do with total weight. It has to do with total gross weight. If total gross weight is over 4,500, except if it's used as a pickup truck, personal use. This is not personal. I'm not talking about commercial use as in saying that you're getting business. This is not your business. I understand that. But when you put a trailer like this on, this is beyond personal use. Instead of driving your kids to McDonald's, for example, okay?
Right on.
Going on a family vacation. This is doing some work,
Right on.
right? And that's what commercial use is about.
Right on.
Right? It's not the fact that you have to make money and this is your job. It has nothing to do with income or having to do your job, right? This is about doing something other than for personal use.
Right on.
You know, personal use, it's just a definition.
Sure.
Okay? So let me check on some other stuff and I'll be back.
No worries.
Okay?
Where the fuck is my wallet? Oh no, it's right here. Fucking idiot. I do have my wallet. Oh, here it comes. Uh-oh, he doesn't have any papers.
Whereabouts you headed to, Chris?
Found my license too.
Oh, you did?
Just forced. There's by format, the scrapyard.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to weigh your vehicle with the scales that I got. I'm
Right
going
on.
to do a complete weigh of your vehicle, get a gross weight, okay? And then we know more where we're at, okay?
Sure.
So right now, just follow me up the road. I'll find a nice little quiet spot. If not, maybe we'll go right to the scrapyard there and weigh it there. I
Sure.
don't know. Okay.
I
but if
figure I'm probably 16,000 pounds total.
Okay.
Maybe
You're
16,500.
registered for 45. You can't have any more than that. Total gross.
Yeah, like I mean, I've been pulled over half a dozen times in the last
So
2
if you say
years.
you're about 16,000 pounds,
Yeah.
you're putting yourself almost 8,000 kilograms then.
Yeah, but like I said, I was under the impression that I was, because it's not.
But it has nothing to do with weight. All your personal use stuff has nothing to do with total gross weight. It has
Yeah,
nothing to do with.
They
But what
just
I'm
make
trying
it
to tell
confusing.
you is
No, I
your
understand what
registered
you're
gross
saying.
weight is 4,500.
I just misunderstood, right?
Registered gross weight is registered. This is what you're registered for.
I see, yeah.
You can't have any more weight than that unless you pay the fee and increase it to 11,000 or 8,000, 10,000,
Right
whatever.
on. See, like I used to get it yellow stickered
It
every
has
year.
nothing to do with the weight. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now.
But yeah, but when I got the yellow sticker, I yellow stickered it for 11,000 kilograms. But then when they
Well,
changed
your
it,
registration still shows 4,500.
no, I know, but this was like 2018 or when,
Right.
before they got changed. I was under the impression that
But you
because
haven't changed your registered gross weight. You
No,
didn't
I
have
did.
it at 11,000 at one time, did you?
no, I did, yeah.
Well, back to 4,500 now.
Yeah,
So
because
we have to go by
because
what we have today.
no, I understand.
So what it was a couple years ago.
No, but that I'm just saying that's
Your
the reason
annual
why.
there, the annual, I'm going to oversee that, okay? Because the package I had it done in July 2018.
Yeah.
So you're exempted till the end of the month, right? From the end of July. July 2019 is when the regulations came in with regards to your annuals, the exemptions for pickup trucks regarding the annuals, okay? With regards to those annual stickers, that came in effect July 2019. So that puts you right at the end of July 2019. So I'm not going to concern myself with that, okay? For that or the trailer, either one, all right?
So in order to get this straight, I just need to get a yellow sticker that has the you know, like 11,000
What you
kilograms.
need to do, it has nothing to do with the yellow sticker. It's completely different. The yellow sticker is simply an inspection. The yellow sticker,
No, but
all that is your
to-
annual inspection.
Yeah, but for the weight, I mean,
For
right?
anything over 4,500, you're required to have that
Yeah.
sticker. Okay? So you've done that. You're in compliance with that. No problem. That's not the issue. That's all done.
Okay.
Now we're talking about your weight. Now we're talking about your registered gross weight of 4,500.
But see, the only reason why I changed that is because the law or whatever, you know, like I can't explain it to you, right? Like
Well,
there's
I try because I've been doing
yeah,
this. I've been doing trucks
Doug
for 20
Ford
years.
changed the laws to where you could tow 6,500 kilograms with a pickup
Well,
truck.
no, you can't tow it. Your gross vehicle weight rating is, if it's under 6,500, then you're not required to have the annual. Okay? But if it's over 6,500, which this one isn't, this is under 6,500, on the gross vehicle weight rating. Now, your registered gross weight is what's on your ownership, what you registered for. The gross weight is what we're going to do now, put the scales under the truck and see what the total gross is of it, okay, with load and everything else. If that is in excess of 6,500,
For sure
then
it
you're
is.
required your annuals on all the vehicles because you're no longer in that exemption under 6,500. You understand? The 6,500 is your benchmark.
Yeah.
That's your benchmark. So for pickup trucks only, for pickup trucks, if it's under 6,500 on the gross vehicle weight rating or registered gross, if it's under 6,500 kilograms, then you're exempted from annual inspections and you're exempted from pre-trips. You're exempted from all those things.
But as soon as you put a trailer on it.
No, as soon as you put a payload in this truck or in the trailer and it's in excess of 6,500 gross, then you're in the game again. Then that 6,500 gross vehicle weight rating makes no difference because now the total gross weight is in excess of 6,500.
See, like no, not at all.
The magic number is 4,500, 6,500.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're talking about pickup trucks,
Not
any
the
other
trailer,
truck.
the
No, we're
load.
talking just the pickup truck. This is a pickup truck.
Yeah.
The exemption for pickup truck, okay, is gross vehicle weight rating under 6,500. Okay, if it's a pickup truck, you're exempted from annuals, you're exempted from pre-trips, you're exempted from logbooks, all that stuff. Okay, CVOR, you're exempted from that. Okay, now, if your gross weight that does the gross vehicle weight rating. Okay, that's it for that. All right, because that's the rating that's in the door. All right, it's under 6,500, you're in compliance. Now we switch to the gross weight. Okay,
That's total of the
or the
load and
registered
everything.
gross weight. Or the registered gross weight. Now your registered gross weight is 4,500. If you weigh in at 8,000, you're in violation of your registered gross weight, which has nothing to do, again, has nothing to do with pickups or cargo or nothing. Any commercial vehicle, which is plated black and white plates, is a commercial vehicle. Now, whether you're using it for commercial purposes or not, is neither here or there. The fact is you're plated as a commercial vehicle. If you use it for personal use, only pickup trucks have the exemption, provided the gross vehicle weight rating is under 6,500. Then we go back to the 6,500 on the gross vehicle weight rating, okay? But if I weigh this truck on the scales, and I'm coming up on the scales, and it shows 8,000, okay, then you're in violation. You're in violation of the 6,500 on the gross vehicle weight rating because it kicks that one out, because now we're dealing with gross weight. Your gross weight now is in excess of 4,500. Okay, your pickup truck exemption is out the window because even though your gross vehicle weight rating was fine at 6,500, we've now eliminated that and said now we got to go to the gross weight. What is the gross weight? So I do a total gross weight of all your axles and find out the total weight is 8,000. Now you're in violation, and you require those annuals. You require CVOR. You require e-annuals. All that stuff. All right. So that's why I want to weigh your vehicle to make sure you got everything in order.
Yeah.
Because looking at the vehicle, I'm going to suggest to you that you're over 4,500.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I pulled you over, because I do truck inspections all day long.
Right on.
All right. So this is the reason why I stopped you, not because of doing anything wrong, simply a truck inspection.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, looking at all these factors, I have to weigh the vehicle. Before we move on, I have to know what I got for gross weight. Once I have the gross weight, then I can tell you exactly what we're doing, where we're at.
So the only thing I'm really violating is my weight.
At this point, yeah. At this point. But if I weigh it and it's 8,000 kilograms, now you're required an annual, okay, because it's over 6,500. Okay, because it's over 6,500 and it's 8,000. Now you require annuals on both vehicles. That exemption doesn't apply for this pickup anymore because of your total gross weight. You understand? You kind of figure it out now? Okay, you've done a good job with security, by the way. I mean, the low security.
Well, yeah, I mean, I try to make sure my tires, and I mean, I got one tire that's
sometimes I have to address these things because that's what people complain about.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
what the law expects me to do, right? To enforce these laws as well. So, okay, so bear with me a second. I'm gonna try and find a nice dry spot where I can throw the scales down and have you just do a quick axle by axle. There's 4 axles here. I got 2 scales, 1 on each side. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I add them all up. They're calibrated scales, and I add the whole total, then we know where we're at.
Right on.
Okay?
Yep.
And once we know where we're at, then I can move forward and tell you what we're going to do and what we're not going to do.
Right on.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So bear with me, okay? So you just follow me up here.
Perfect.
And hopefully there's a spot
Right
somewhere,
on. Yep.
parking lot or something. It's only going to take 15 minutes to do the weigh. So,
Right on.
it shouldn't take that long. Most people are pretty okay with that. If it's a restaurant that's not open right now, I'll just pull in there. So,
Right on.
provided there's not enough snow. Not much snow. Okay?
Right on. Yep. Not even wearing a mask, probably got COVID terrible. Man, if I left like 5 minutes sooner, this wouldn't even have happened. Oh, I'm in trouble. Like, could you understand that? Like, I mean, I understand what he's saying. You need a CVOR and this and that and blah, 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 but, like, holy. Good thing I didn't bring a heavy one. Getting scaled, boys. Get freaking scaled. Oh, this isn't good. Oh,
Well, you're not as high as I thought you were, but you're still over. But you're not as high as I thought you were.
how much?
What did you think you were?
Oh, 16.5 or so?
16.5 kilograms? Pounds?
Yeah.
So you'd be about 8,000
7.
total, right?
About
So if
70.
you were at 77, you're over by 27.75 kilograms, which is about 5,000.
That's a little bit.
Like that. That's what you're over,
Yeah.
right? So you register for 45. So your actual gross weight, I can get all the numbers here if you want, but your total gross weight was somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 something, 77 or something.
I
like
just
that.
did my calculator. I think I just
about
looked up
7,700 or something like that.
77.27
Yeah.
is what I figured.
Yeah, that's about right. Very close anyway. And so I deduct the amount of 4,500 from that, which gives you the overweight amount, right?
And that's
You know
what
I
I'm
mean?
ticketed for.
And that's what you're ticketed for. You're not ticketed for the full amount. I have to take into consideration registered for 45, so I can't use that amount.
So if I was
have to take
registered
that.
for 70, or if I was registered for 8,500 kilograms,
You'd be fine.
and that's, but then I also need a CVOR and annual sticker,
Yeah.
and what else?
Your annual and your pre-trip.
So that's just like
A daily
your
trip,
kilometers and
daily.
your time
Your
and
daily trip circle check.
right on.
Yeah, every 24 hours. Okay?
Right on.
So that's if you drive this vehicle. If it's registered at 8,000, you're no longer exempted. At 8,000, registered gross puts you in the game unless you're under 6,500. Okay, on the registered gross or the gross vehicle weight rating. All right, you don't need
So
that.
over
Once you're
6,500.
over 65 on pickup trucks only. So if you were driving a cargo van, totally different game. This is only regarding pickup trucks. Okay, because pickup trucks are basically designed now to be carrying passengers as well as for commercial purposes, because they designed it to
So
suit
cargo
6
van would
people.
just be strictly
The cargo
commercial.
van is strictly, it's not defined as a pickup truck. The definition in the regulation only gives a definition of pickup trucks. Pickup trucks are a thing all by itself, okay? So a passenger van is not a commercial vehicle. It's rated as a passenger van. So you get your Ford Astro or your Chevy Astro or your Chevy Astro or your passenger vans, basically. They're exempted because they're not commercial. They're passenger vehicles, okay? They don't have the blue and white plates. They won't have the black and whites.
Right on.
Anytime it's a black and white plate and it's a pickup truck, think about that sort of 6,500. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to check the door inside here if it is in there. So you have 4083. 4,083 on the gross vehicle weight rating. Okay, so 65, if you're over 65 on that, but you're under 65, so we have to consider the fact that this is a pickup truck, okay? Now I have to make the determination, is it used for commercial or is it used for personal use? And there's certain criteria with regards to that, okay? If your trailer is carrying what is normally used in commercial industry, then I would, like a bobcat, for example, or if you're a skid steer or whatever, then it'd be commercial vehicle. Okay, because the skid steer is typically used for commercial purposes, okay? Now whether you're using it for that or a wood chipper or whatever the case may be, now it's commercial vehicle, okay?
Even if I like rented one and just brought it home?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. If you're pulling a trailer with a skid steer on it, it's a commercial vehicle.
Regardless.
Because that skid steer is deemed to be used for commercial purposes.
Right on.
Like, I don't know if you rented it and it's taking it to a job or something. You know, you may say, I'm just digging up a trench for my own. Well, that's neither here or there. It's still designed for that.
Yeah, right.
Once it's designed for that, it changes everything.
Right on.
Okay, same with the box of the pickup. If the box of the pickup was designed, or there's an aftermarket toolbox on the side, or running up the sides or across the back, you got an aftermarket toolbox, now you're a commercial vehicle. That exemption doesn't apply anymore because you've modified the box to include a piece of equipment or an accessory that is normally used in commercial industry.
Right on.
Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Starting to make sense a bit?
So how bad is it?
The fine is $170. Okay, that's the minimum fine for anything at a certain amount, and then they go up in increments. Okay, you're still at the very base amount, the set fine for the minimal amount. Okay, I believe it goes up at 3,500. Anything over 3,500 over the weight, it goes up in increments based on the weight over. Okay, but you're still at the base mark, minimum $100. I believe it's a minimum $140. And then also the surcharge, which is a victim surcharge, which is added to that. It's the 30. So this is the amount you have to pay here. No demerit points. Okay, there's no demerit points. It's all administrative. Okay.
So just one ticket?
Just one ticket I'm getting here.
Awesome.
Okay, but you got exemptions. I'll tell you right now, you got exemptions on the annual and you got exemptions on your CVOR because your gross vehicle weight rating is under 6,500, and the fact that there's nothing on that trailer that suggests to me that it's being used for commercial purposes. You're just delivering scrap cars or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, is it a business? That's interpretation, right? Like if you're saying, okay, I'm driving that to the scrap yard and I'm going to make some money on it for recycling, is that business? Is that income? Is that income, or is that just
cleaning up the yard?
Yeah, cleaning up the yard, right? But if it's your business and you got on the side, for example, recycling, ABC Recycling Incorporated, now
it's hard
right?
to talk out of that.
So we have to look at all the different variables, right? Like right now, I know you're taking that probably to get scrapped and clean up the yard, get rid of it, right? But it's a personal use deal. But again, those exemptions come into play only when you have like a toolbox or skid steer. If you had a toolbox across the front of that trailer with tools in it, that sort of stuff, then it becomes interpretive, right? Very interpretive. So, but you're all good otherwise. Everything else is fine. The back rear tire there needs to be replaced as well.
Yeah, there's one tire that
the wear bars on it. It's way beyond the wear bars now. So make sure you put a new tire on there. Technically, I could charge you for that, but I'm not going to do that. Okay? Just a warning on that.
Right on.
Okay?
I'll get that fixed today. Right on. Thanks a lot. Holy suffering. One ticket. It took 38 minutes. But could have been worse. A really bad worse. Tie down's good, brakes are good. I got one tire that's a little sketch. I'll go to the tire place. Look at that. 16,020. 748. Oh, we made her back, boys. That could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. But I did some calculations, and by his accordance, I was 16,005 pounds, so scales are pretty accurate. 16,020 over the scales at the scrapyard, so that's handy.